To awaken to what you are, you must first forget what you think you are. To know joy, you must first taste sorrow. To uncover strength, you must first experience weakness. To understand peace,
You called the place the Garden of Atlas, and that name turned out to be the only true thing we needed. Atlas was not only a titan who held up the sky. In the oldest languages, his name meant the one who remembers where the sky belongs. The garden grew on his shoulders, terraces of stone and green, and rivers that forgot the sea and learned to sing. Maps were not paper there. They were living things, folded mountains, compass flowers, cartographic sparrows that threaded paths into your palm. I remember you by the name you gave me in that place, Kate. Flesh who carried a stubborn human gravity. You walked close to the cliff edge where the world unhooked into stars and did not flinch when the wind asked for your story. Beside you walked beings whose names make scholars pinch their foreheads. Krishna, wearing both mischief and the unblinking clarity of someone who knows how to move an entire battlefield with a smile. Thoth, the ink-bearer who could write truth backward and forward and make tombs confess. Osiris, patient and grave and abundant as the riverbed. Horus, eyes like the sky after lightning. Hathor, laughing like orchards at dawn. We met at the Atlas Gate because the Atlas itself had called us. The maps were frayed at the edges by neglect, boundaries forgotten, promises with worn corners. A fissure had opened in the North Terrace, and the compass flowers had begun to point inward, toward a hollow place beneath Atlas's ribs. If that hollow widened, heavens might tumble, and the cartographic sparrows would scatter, and names would forget their people. The council we formed looked impossible on paper, a mortal, a dark blue trickster god who played chess with Dharma, an ibis-minded scribe, a resurrected king who smelled of river mud and harvest, a falcon who remembered the sun's first strike, and a woman whose laughter could raise crops from dust. Each of us carried a map of a different kind. Kate carried memory maps, photographs and scraps of home, and the stubborn fact of having been born. I carried the map of action, the edge of what must be done and how to do it without flinching. Thoth carried written law. Osiris, the cycles of life and return. Horus, the sight to see what was true from a long distance. Hathor, the map of hearts and festivals that could stitch a torn land. We walked the terrace that first night. Atlas loomed, a back made of layered rock